The show.
Your daily
Wow.
Yeah, whoa.
If the show is in France, it'd be your daily hour with moi.
Oh, we had it translated into French one time.
Really? Man, these are some shorts I got on.
And they're pink.
They're orange.
Oh, they look pink on camera.
That's not the highest quality TV you're looking at.
It's true.
Am I going to sound like that on TV?
Kind of blown out a little bit, maybe?
Yeah. Should I switch mics, maybe?
No, I turned it down.
Okay, that's a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, you're not as blown out. It's the program. It happens here on the show. We turn on the machines, then we start talking, and we're going to be here for an hour. Sam's back.
My 2-week hiatus.
Yeah, it feels like it's been forever.
Yeah, I've been coming on like once a week, pretty
Yeah.
much from the jump off. Like, I mean, after the chin balancing thing, I think I was on 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
I basically come in once a week, and if I miss a day, I usually try to make it up like really quick. But the studio moved, and I was really pooped on last Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And just needed to take a step back, and it was cool. And that's what I love about this. I don't have to,
Don't worry about it, yeah.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, glad to have you back. You seen anything on the streets there?
Yeah, I did see some stuff on the streets. I saw some wild stuff, and a lot of it I got to be like a major part of, which was cool.
Oh, that's the news. I'm going to ask you about the news also.
What about the news?
Oh, look at that. You can see some cars back there.
I know, it's kind of red.
I was going to say, you see anything on the streets before I'm going to say any of the news, because you were on the news.
Yeah.
You're in the news, but what about
Well,
any smaller
okay,
stuff first?
The viewers know that I was upset about like the sentencing with Sean Goodman and like what that means as far as like justice and equality and stuff like that. And I got worked up enough about it to start a Facebook event. I called it the Rally Against the Pay-to-Play Legal System in Thurston County. I think that's a good title for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the rally went really well. A lot of people got invited, and I talked to the prosecuting attorney who decided that they made the deal with Sean that they were only going to charge him with such and such, and he was going to only do a year of work release.
Uh-huh.
And that made me like even more upset. So then I called KPLU, the public radio thing, and then I sent emails to Como News and the Olympian, and Como News called me back,
Yeah.
and had me do a Skype interview the Thursday night before,
Mm-hmm.
and they played that Friday morning.
On
the
TV?
Skype interview on TV
Whoa.
on Como 4 News, and then they said that they were thinking about covering the rally itself, and then they did.
Oh, man, that's
And
crazy.
so I did another interview with them, and then the guy who got taken hostage named Henry did the interview too, and he got interviewed, and it was rad because he came to the rally.
Oh, yeah, is he...
So, hey, there's Carl.
Hey, Carl.
So,
Is he, is the guy that got kidnapped, is he upset about the whole not getting charged with stuff thing, too?
yeah, he's upset too. So anyway, that went down, and like, so I got interviewed by Como News, and then what was weird is then Cairo TV picked it up, and they did a story on the march and the sentencing. And then the next step was Think Progress. It's like this left-leaning kind of like Facebook/website thing. And then after that, there was this other bigger website that picked it up. And then, it was like, I think it was like, was it Monday? God, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was. It was yesterday. I was going into math class, and Dan Simon from CNN called me, and and he said they were thinking about doing a story on it, and they wanted to hear my story. And
Is he a famous guy, this Dan Salmon guy, or?
yeah, he's famous on CNN for like news stuff.
Whoa.
He does a lot of stories and stuff. God, he's so handsome, like up close. It was crazy.
You met him?
This is the thing, right? So Dan Simon calls me yesterday, and he's like, "Hey, this is Dan Simon from CNN. We're thinking about doing a story on this. Would you be willing to be interviewed?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he wanted to know like what I knew about it. Hey, Carl.
Hola.
Yeah. So anyway, Dan
¿Cómo
Simon,
está?
so I'm like, oh, like I'm trying to like focus in math class, and I'm like, oh my god, like I might be on CNN tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I went back home, and then he was like, hey, can we meet up 10 o'clock tomorrow at the Capitol? He flew in from San Francisco for
Good
CNN
grief.
to cover the story.
Whoa.
And so they interviewed me and Henry at the Capitol this morning, and then they're going to air the story tomorrow. And then Henry was on Nancy Grace tonight.
Oh, what is
she's
this?
she's awful, Nancy Grace, by the way.
What is that? Is that?
Yeah, that's another show on CNN Headline
Okay.
News. And then supposedly Henry's going to be on Anderson Cooper tomorrow,
What?
which is crazy.
Is that?
So I'm kind of like tripping out because like all I did was like create a Facebook event,
Yeah.
and all you got to do is if you can bump like like to me like there's all these layers of the media, you know. There's like local, there's even like micro local. Like you could look at like works in progress, or like or the volcano, or what's it, Power and Light.
Yes.
And then you got like the next level, which would be like the Olympian, like, and then after that, then you have like the regional level, like Como News.
I know. Yeah.
So basically, what happened was by having a protest and a rally, we bumped it. Me and my friends, we managed to bump it from local to regional,
Yeah.
and then from regional, man, the stuff went like,
National.
haywire. And what happened is like, and then it was on the Huffington Post, it was on Reddit.
Yeah.
My favorite is it was on Russia Today.
Oh, RT.com.
RT, yeah. It was
Yeah,
on
wow.
RT. And it was really
Yeah.
funny because in the comment section, they're all just like, stupid Americans.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, right. And like, part of it's like, I'm really uncomfortable with it. And, but it's also like, I'm stoked because like, I don't have anything against Sean Goodman. I hope he gets the help he needs. But like, to me, this is like a social justice issue. So if I can help like poor people,
Yeah.
and stick it to some suits, like that's okay with me.
For those of you that don't know about the story, there's a guy. What he was driving from a bar after drinking in his Ferrari, and he had some guy in the car who he was giving a ride to. I guess the guy thought it was a regular ride, but then the other guy started driving like 100 miles an hour down the street, and he like bottomed out and and he crashed into a house. And then he was really drunk. When they pulled him over, he blew like some high alcohol breath number. Or something.
0.16.
I think the 0.08 is the limit, right? So that's double.
Yeah, so it's double. This is the other thing too is, right, so some of the questions that I was asked by the CNN guy is like, kind of like, what does it mean? Like why are you so angry? And it's like, it's not that like he was treated so well, it's just that other people are treated so poorly. Basically, like if you have like a good lawyer and you have money in the legal system, it's like you fight. But then if you don't have money, you compromise. Like they'll give you like this really crappy plea agreement, and they'll be like, if you don't take it, you have to sit in jail because you can't make bail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's basically like the deck is stacked against poor people and minorities. It's like, it's just the way it's always been, you know? And if I can do anything to push it back. So whenever these people like, and that's the thing with like the media right now and what they're doing with this story is they're making it like this, oh, like screw Sean Goodman, da 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 da. And I'm not even about that. Like, to me, like sure, like Sean Goodman made like some really poor decisions. But if you ask me, like, Sean Goodman is a victim here too, because he should have been held accountable like a long time ago. It's almost like, do you have any friends that have like really like obnoxious dogs?
Yes.
You know what I mean? I know this is a poor analogy
Well,
to make to a
it's-
human
Oh.
But maybe
Not your dog.
No, but maybe people. I mean, also
Not
just like,
Charlie. No.
it's like
Yeah.
bad parenting if the
It's
law
basically
system is
like
like your
we've
parents.
been like, as a society, like not only have we treated like poor people like unfairly, in a way we've treated like rich people unfairly. Because we haven't set like reasonable expectations for everybody.
Yeah.
you know?
Limits.
Yeah, like there's a limit. Like, congratulations. Like, I don't have any. Like, I'm glad. Like Sean Goodman, man, he did really well for himself. Like, and that's okay, you know. But it's like, it's not okay for the legal system to have like a different set of rules just because you made like good investments and you worked hard, you know.
Yeah.
And all this stuff changed because I got kids, you know. All this stuff changes now because now it's like I care so much more about myself, and I care about my community, you know.
The well-being of your kids.
Exactly.
In the future, hey, it's time for the dice game in the middle of this heavy stuff. So you haven't got on CNN yet?
No, they're supposed to air it tomorrow. There's a chance that it might not air. Like something could go down. You know what I mean? And then it's
bigger,
like
breaking news or something.
yeah. So there's no saying like what could actually air or not air.
You gotta have numbers.
Oh yeah,
There
I
you go.
forgot about that part.
Yeah. Oh, Carl has a
Jesus,
number
Carl, you put it right on your hand like that.
right in the middle.
I'm really glad.
I work like that, bro.
Carl goes
I
hard.
know what the clock means on every second of the hour.
Carl goes hard.
Whoa. Hey, don't pay attention to that. What's going on with that?
Whoopsie. Hang on here.
Hey, look at this. I'm getting the thing going here.
Holy moly!
Yeah, right. So,
I left some Little Debbie. snack
You
what did you say to Como? What did they ask you?
Como. It's the same thing. Is it like I just try to turn it towards social justice? It's
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Is like the media likes this idea of like somebody like fighting against like a rich person, but I'm not fighting against rich people. I'm fighting against a legal system that treats rich people differently. Like my
There
beef
you
isn't
go,
my
yeah.
beef isn't with Sean. It's with
You don't even personally know the person.
no, I don't. I know of him and I heard
Right.
about him before I met him, but
One of the things that I asked.
Did you know that he was like a reckless person, or what did you hear about him before?
I just heard about the whole case, you know. It's like I was trying to explain to the person, like when CNN called and they're talking about this, they're like, "How did you hear about him driving his Ferrari through town?" I'm like, "Man, like Olympia, if somebody drives their Ferrari down 4th Avenue at over 100 miles an hour, like everybody hears about it. It's Olympia, you know."
Oh, so it wasn't in the news before?
Especially
When it
if
actually
they-
No, it was when it happened. That's
Yeah,
the
wasn't
thing.
it?
Is it like if something goes down like that, especially on 4th Avenue, like I'm gonna hear about it. You heard about it back in the day, right?
Well,
Do you remember?
Has anybody tried to contact the actual guy though, or is he?
I don't know what's going on with him. Like I said, I feel bad for dude. Like
It's
to
like
be
double
honest-
jeopardy at this point already, though,
Well,
right?
to be honest, like I don't feel like I feel bad that he's getting like this much coming down on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I was dude, honestly, like I would rather just do like I would have rather gotten a harsher sentence and not had this like backlash as opposed to
Yeah.
like. And that's the thing is there is like a on the Facebook event page. Are we gonna roll the dice?
Yeah. Let's roll the dice. He can't. There's nothing else that can happen because it's like double jeopardy. I think so.
I don't know.
He already been sentenced. Here, yeah, Carl. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah. It's a 4.
Darn it!
What do you got?
I need 3 more than that. I
like-
need
like-
3 more than that. 3 more.
3 more than
Or-
that. 3 more
Well,
than
I
that
mean
would
3
be
less.
7.
3 less.
less, 3
I'm
less.
Sorry.
You got 3 too many.
How about you, Sam?
I got a 3.
Oh, you
I
got a
lost
3?
today,
I'm
so
way closer.
we still have more
Way
chances to win though.
Dude, you're not very good at the dice game.
So far.
Well, every now and then. Actually, Charlie has been winning a couple of days straight since he left.
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Well, he not
And
yesterday.
That's kind of crazy. One of the things I asked Bird when he was here within the last 7 days or so is what kind of toxicology report did he get other than alcohol in the system?
Oh, of this dude?
Yeah.
I don't think they did a blood draw. I think they just did a breathalyzer.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
man.
he's just into drinking.
Well,
This whole thing, like, this is where I'm like kind of torn about the deal. Is it like, actually, you know what? That's something I'm like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't feel good about like what's happening to Sean right now.
yeah.
Like, I mean, like that Nancy Grace stuff is just ridiculous. Like the way she acts. You know, have you ever seen her like talk?
Well, no, actually, I've seen.
Is
like,
I mean, is this guy gonna be a national villain now? I mean, like
Dude.
after.
Dude, it's like she's basically like, I guess I could describe her as like think of like the nicest person you know, who's like the coolest dude to be around.
The opposite of
And
that.
she's just amazing. Yeah, the exact opposite of that. Like she's just even if I didn't hear her talk, you know.
I don't know what is she usually about? Like, is she?
She's about like yelling and like interrupting with yells.
I don't know. Is she famous for just like
Yeah.
saying just like crazy things that don't make that much sense?
No,
and then, like,
she
contradicting-
says stuff that makes sense.
What about contradicting? Does she contradict herself a lot?
I guess.
I saw some video of somebody on CNN who like is like a blonde. Is she a blonde woman? Like a
Yeah.
bigger blonde woman?
she's older though than
Yeah.
straight blonde.
Oh, but they have like a video of her like saying opposite things, like cutting. Like she says one thing and then they cut it, and then she says the exact opposite thing. So
well,
she's,
she does. See, her deal is that she's entertainment. You know.
yeah.
It's not about like right and wrong. It's about like interesting or not interesting.
Or what they call in the biz, infotainment.
Infotainment. Thank you.
Which is kind of like information, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is it seems like the information part is kind of like, we'll
So
get
that-
to it if we have to.
That already happened.
No.
The
That's
guy,
really
the,
bad.
that guy was actually on her show already.
Yeah, well, they called in. He
Uh-huh.
called in, and like I said, I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, to be honest, like I felt really weird. Like I felt really weird throughout this whole like thing. Like I felt weird about the rally. I felt weird about being on Como, and like every step along that it goes, I just feel weirder and weirder. Well, not weirder. It's probably about the same level of weird. But then you know what's cool is like I come in here, I get to sit between Kenny and Carl, and like everything's cool again, and I feel
Yeah.
okay. But then like
I
don't
love you
know.
too, man.
I don't know what's gonna be. Like my phone rings, and I don't really know like who it is.
It's
And,
gonna
like-
be like Brian Gumble,
NSA.
Oprah.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it too. And I don't mind saying on a show that Inside Edition called me today,
Whoa.
and they're
Ew.
they're gonna call and
Is that
do
like a tabloid show?
Yes.
yeah.
Kinda. Do they mostly do celebrities? Inside
They-
Edition.
They do some news, but it's usually like it's probably gonna be like Nancy Grace. But
Isn't
that's the
it
thing.
mostly celebrity
Is it-
gossip?
Whatever. This is the thing is like Inside Edition wants to come down here and say some stuff about like, oh man, Sean, but you know what? They don't get that from me, and they're never gonna get that from me.
How rich is Sean Goodman? Like a millionaire?
He's got a Ferrari and a Lamborghini.
How much is that? Like those are like 100 grand, right?
At
Or more?
least.
Three,
At least.
300?
That's it.
300 grand?
When Inside Edition called me to talk about the story, I said, I told him that like I don't really care about Sean. I don't know what his deal is. I just don't think it's fair that like people get treated differently. And you go, what do you mean people get treated differently? And I said, the justice system treats you differently if you're rich or if you're poor, and also if you're white or if you're a minority.
You're a national hero.
That's the thing, and that's the thing is what I'm gonna do. And then she said like, would you be willing to say that on camera? Like that's like a shocking thing. That, like, oh my God, the
What?
legal system's racist.
Who's that?
What are you talking
Who hasn't heard about that before?
There's no way.
OJ all over
yeah.
again.
But
I
whatever.
guess.
So I hope that I get like I hope racists get really mad at me,
Yeah. You're a
So-
national hero.
Kenny.
What?
Jesus.
What is so? But inside, what is Inside Edition?
It's
there-
like
Oh,
it's like I don't.
well, we're
even
getting a
know.
phone call. Oh, hello, hello, hello,
Hello.
caller.
What's up?
We're on TV and the radio.
This is Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. We're here with national hero Sam. He's.
Nice.
You don't want to be a national hero?
Oh,
Okay.
man.
What? How you doing, Rachel? Do you want to get on the calendar
Yeah, sure.
for what Thursday? Yeah. Yeah. 10 p.m.
Okay.
Thursday at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hey, it's info time. You're on the calendar. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
All right. Here goes info time.
Okay, I'm ready. Here are answers to some frequently asked questions about the program. You're watching it right now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me. It's a call-in television talk show on the radio that's recorded right here in Thurston County every day of the week, or every day of the year. It airs every night at Channel 22 at 11:30 p.m. on Ancoa Low Power Radio. It airs every episode airs a week in advance. So if you're watching this at 11:30 p.m., this episode taped last week. If you're watching this at 2 a.m. on the radio or on TV, this episode taped the same week of the month of the previous year. You can watch any episode on the YouTube.com. Anyone can come on the program, especially you. We rely on the community for content, so give us a call at this number, which is Dog Doug, and leave a message. And we'll call you back.
360-836-4384. It's do 08 Dog Doug. If you're doing those phone name words. Yeah. What is it?
Letter.
So how did you get on
letter
it?
numbers?
What is it like to be on Inside
Number.
Edition? Was it on the phone, or did they bring cameras to you? Oh.
They haven't done it yet, and they're not totally sure if they're gonna do it. I did get a call from them, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said, basically whatever they do, like I can't get like
Yeah.
all I'm gonna do is talk about like social justice and inequality in the justice system, and I mean, if I just stick to that, then I don't really care what happens. Like,
How about if you make sure not to say things that they can splice?
Yeah.
Do not say things that they can splice together
Yeah, it's
with
hard to
another
do.
sentence. Or
like, what if I was like,
I didn't
I'm gonna murder.
freaking say that.
I'm gonna murder this hamburger.
Yes.
And later I said, I love the president.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then they were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like,
And then, yeah, your neighbors will knock on the door and say, "You said that?"
I wish inequality was dead. Yeah. You're gonna.
yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen. And you know what's cool is like, I've gotten to know Henry pretty well, and he's a rad dude. And Bird was talking.
Did Bird talk to the news too?
Yeah, Bird was at the rally.
Yeah. Bird likes to rally about anything.
Carl wasn't.
I'm trying to hold down. Penny saw me today. I was trying to do so many things at once today.
Carl's been busy. He's been
You
walking
know.
everywhere.
You want to know something that's wild?
Sure.
At the rally, this dude showed up. Well, before we marched up the hill and like freaked out and acted like he was gonna hit some people with his skateboard.
Who?
And
Right in front of the court.
no, down the hill.
Oh.
We started at the kill and then we marched up to the courthouse.
Okay.
You know what I was thinking is like Bird was like, oh, we should call Kenny and see if he wants to come down to the rally. And I was like, Kenny, would you have came? Do you think? You would
When was it?
last Friday.
I don't know. I don't usually like rallies, but I think this is a good thing. I mean, I like this rally because it's specific.
Yeah.
I always just think that these rallies against like whatever. I mean, Bird's rally seems to be against like oil, big oil or something. I'm like, oh, what is this? But I like this that it's a specific case of, and you can point it out, and it's like an kind of, to me, obviously an injustice. And I'm mad that this guy went to the Super Bowl. I want to go.
Yeah,
I want to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was upset. See, that's the thing is that's what got me first.
That's
mixed
why
up.
I
And that's what
think
we talked about.
it's all from the Super Bowl.
We talked about that on the show like,
Yeah.
way back in the day. Like that I was
February,
upset that
yeah.
we got to go to the Super Bowl, and then like I was like, oh whatever, but he'll get his, you know.
Oh yeah, but then he didn't.
But then he didn't, you know. Then he got a year of work release. You want to know something else that's strange about this? So he got a year of work release, but he works from home.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Like, the worst.
It's like house arrest
Now,
though.
you guys know that I got caught up with the legal system back in the day and all that stuff. I'll tell you this, the absolute worst part about jail is that they won't let you leave. Like that's like
I
the
believe
essence
that.
of it. That's like the essence of like the jail experience. You know what I mean? Is like somebody not like you can't leave.
He can't leave his house though. He's under house arrest, or
No, he goes to jail at night and then he like leaves during the day to go to work, but his work's at his house.
but he has to go back to jail at night.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that he gets to stay home all the time, so he has to sleep at jail still.
Yeah.
That's still that's kind of bad though. I guess he gets to go home though,
But that's the thing is that if it was anybody else, and there was a public defender on the Facebook event page that spoke to this, and he said like anybody else would get 16 months in like prison. 16 to 18 months. That's his. That's
What about
he
this-
said that was like that would be like the best he could do for one
Yeah.
of his like guys.
but DUI is like felony, right? Is that?
Well, that's the thing, and this is one cool thing that we might get changed too, and that's that you have to have 4 within 10 years of each other, and that's probably going to change.
For what?
You
For
have to get
arrest?
4 DUIs.
Or
Did he
yeah.
get charged with kidnapping?
No, he should have.
He was
What-
traveling with someone in
Yeah.
his vehicle.
What's the
Against their will.
What's the DUI? Is DUI a felony?
No,
Oh,
I think it's a gross misdemeanor.
so it doesn't count as 3 strikes or whatever.
But if you get 4 DUIs in 10 years, then you get a felony DUI.
So he should have gotten one. He hasn't gotten one though.
But that he pleaded down to negligent driving, and one got deferred or whatever. I'm not totally sure. Basically, he's been pulled over drunk 6 times, and
Yeah, I've been reading the stories. That you're in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. It really is like an odd deal. Like I said, there's actually the best story I read, and Carl, you'd really like this. It was a woman in New York wrote a story about basically that this is like the future of like the protest movement is like small protests like this that like really like have like you said, Kenny, like something really specific, you know?
Yeah, I like that better than
But
these big
that's the
protests.
thing is that like there was a woman in New York during the Occupy movement, and a police officer grabbed her breast, and she didn't know that it was a cop that had grabbed her breast, and she turned around and struck the cop, and she was looking at doing like 4 years in prison. And you look at a guy who's basically turned his car into a missile driving downtown Olympia, and he's not in any trouble, and that disparity there is it's sickening, you know. It makes
Yeah.
me ill. It makes me ill thinking about it. And like I said, here I am like talking about how like I have compassion for Sean, but then it's like that action, driving drunk,
Mm-hmm.
is incredibly selfish.
Yeah.
You know, it just is.
Well,
You know.
try having that outcome. Any of us on in front of the camera. You know, if any of us been caught drinking and driving 6 times,
Yeah.
we would have a totally different outcome than what Sean is having right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that this case is, to me, is an analogy of what's wrong with the legal system in Thurston County, and what's wrong with the legal system in Thurston County is an analogy for what's wrong with the legal system in the United States, you know. And that being said, like even looking at the United States, like, and that's what's wrong with the world, you know, when you think about it, like
Yeah.
this idea that like people should be treated differently depending on the amount of money they make, you know. By all means, people should make money and they should do well if they want. Like, I want to make some money someday, man. I want to live on a lake someday, you know. I don't need like a mansion or anything, but I want to do well, you know. I want to work hard and do that and get
Yeah.
that stuff, and like, because it'd be fun.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
no, I have those same kind of problems as well. You know.
Yeah, but I don't deserve, just because like I'm working that hard and like I'm headed towards like maybe having a house on a lake someday, doesn't mean that like I'm any more or less important than somebody that's poor, you know. I mean, that's just BS. It's just it's a total crock, and it's always been. And like I said, like I feel like with this stuff, the reason why I keep pushing it right back towards social justice is that like if I can like do my part and kind of push on this stuff a little bit, then I'm doing pretty good as a human being, you know. And that's okay. And even if I am uncomfortable, like it's nowhere near as uncomfortable as other people are doing. You know what I mean? Like there's people that I'm not risking my life by saying what I'm saying. I mean, there's people that have fought for a lot of these issues that were risking their lives to say what they say.
Hey, halfway the program.
I went on a rant.
I'm gonna get you a hat that says YDHWM.com on it. You can wear it on Inside Edition.
I will.
Yeah.
That would be so funny. You know I can't do that.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't let you.
I love you, but I can't do that.
They'd be like, hey, yeah, you don't want to be associated.
No, I would love to be associated, but I have a feeling the Inside Edition would be like, what's that hat?
Yeah, what's with that hat?
And I'd be like, oh, it's my friend Kenny.
Yeah,
has this TV show.
Here, let's play the dice game.
All right.
It was that's a joke. You know, I don't think you should be doing that.
Would you really want that?
I wouldn't want that. No.
I love that idea.
No, we're growing organically. We don't need Inside Edition. Yeah. 3 and 6. Oh, that's Sam, right?
That's me, man. I got 3.
Sam got a 3. Got 500 points. You're in the lead right now.
Oh, my knee still hurts.
Oh, yeah, from basketball?
Yeah, I've been playing again. I'm playing well, but it still hurts.
Well, we got some messages. Let's check some of these messages. Maybe these people are calling.
Is Mr. Ginsu on strike still? Because you haven't watched
No,
it.
he never really went on strike. He was bluffing.
Hey, program. It's Lewis. I haven't called in a while. Just walking home. I don't know. I don't have any of the answers. Tell you that much.
Well,
All right.
Oh, Lewis is out. He's in Wisconsin right now.
He doesn't have any answers.
So he might have some answers. Let's ask Lewis if he heard about the story all the way out there in Wisconsin and see if it's national or not. You don't want to ask him about it? What? Or?
No, you can ask him
Okay.
about it. I don't care.
We'll see if it's national.
I don't have to talk about it. I could sit here and be quiet and you guys can talk about it.
Yeah.
I've been talking
We'll-
about this
we'll
for
see
like
if
a week
he-
and a
if
half
he's-
straight, man.
We'll see if he's heard about it, and then we'll say, cuz we're here with that guy.
Yeah.
Hello? Lewis? Uh-oh, what? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, there now. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay.
Kenny.
There, now we can hear you now.
Kenny?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I had really bad cell phone reception in my house. I'm going to go outside.
Hey, Lewis, have you heard of the story about this guy who was drunk driving and got in trouble, but then he didn't get a fair charge or fair jail time or whatever?
What?
Have you heard of any this news story from Olympia about this guy that was driving drunk and stuff like that, and he's a rich guy and it's like social injustice and stuff?
Oh, so he fucked shit up, but then he got off because he was rich.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about it. I don't know. I guess I don't really keep up on the local news of
All right.
Olympia that much anymore.
Well, I was trying to see if it's national news or not, but maybe it's not. Cause we're here with somebody who's in the news story. But
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I don't know.
what's happening? How's Wisconsin?
It's okay. It's raining right now. It was really hot today, though.
You ever been to Wisconsin, Sam?
Nope. I've been to Ohio and Minnesota, and I imagine they're kind of similar.
Yeah, it's pretty similar. I grew up in Minnesota. It's pretty similar. People really like to drink beer here. I mean, I guess they like to do that everywhere.
That's yeah.
That's not a Wisconsin thing.
Especially in Wisconsin, where I am, it feels like everybody drinks a whole lot. Maybe it's just the people.
Everybody drinks everywhere.
It's true. I guess yeah. Well, there's a lot of breweries here. It's like a real.
Oh, are you drunk right now, Lewis?
Specialty brews. What?
Are you intoxicated?
No, I actually haven't for the past month.
Oh, okay. Cause you sound a little bit like I don't know what you're doing. Maybe
What?
it's your phone.
Oh, I'm kind of sick,
Oh,
and I'm outside too.
okay. What, do you have a cold?
Yeah, just a little cough.
Uh-oh. What are you doing to remedy? Are you eating grapefruits? I heard grapefruits are good for that.
I don't know. I do drink grapefruit juice sometimes. I also. Oh wait, I have this thing. So, do you guys have Baja Blast there now? Baja Blast
Carl,
in
do
the
we?
stores.
I haven't seen it in the stores.
I know what you're talking about.
I know what it is.
They got it around here. All the gamers are into it.
I heard that stuff is just blue Powerade and
Welcome to
Mountain
Verizon
Dew.
Wireless. The number you dialed has been changed, disconnected, or is no longer in service.
What the?
If you feel you have reached
Hello?
this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again. Announcement to switch to 6-7.
Oh, that was weird.
Wow,
Yeah, we were interrupted by a robot.
that was strange.
Mr. Ginsey left us a message. We're gonna get through some of these and.
Carl smells really nice.
Who?
You
Joe.
smell nice.
Carl,
Whatever you
Oh.
want. It's nice.
what the fuck did you do to my internet?
What? Oh.
Bastard.
You're-
Fucking now my internet's not working.
I
I don't fucking know.
I'm not controlling everything
Call me
at
back.
once. I'm not.
You're not
controlling my
omnipotent?
Tell me what the
smell.
fuck's wrong.
I thought you were omnipotent.
I just
Nah.
said you smelled nice.
And then I got internet problems with Mr. Ginsu, and
Well, you shouldn't mess with Mr. Ginsu's internet. dude. That's not fun. He's a person. He deserves the
should I be
internet.
fist bumping this?
Carl messed up Mr.
Kenny
Ginsu's
Sandwich, this is
internet.
Joe Reilly, Carl's friend. Afternoon. I was just watching an episode where you responded to a question I asked, about, or I wasn't really, I was just kind of meandering, I think, about a earlier episode I had watched where you had said you thought you were in a rut. It is something you said, but since you don't remember it, I don't think it's a problem.
I don't remember anything I said in the
I
program.
just wanted
You're
to
in a rut.
highlight that I don't think the show is ruddy
I think you're
or
in a rut.
stagnant.
I think it started in a rut.
In fact, the birds and the waves, I think, kind of fit with what.
Well, we're in the pocket, in the groove.
You're going for. So I was just
One
trying to
man's
address what
rut
I
is
thought
another
were your
man's
concerns.
groove.
But because of how the timing works out, so I watched the show on YouTube.com on the World Wide Web, and there's kind of a delay, a further delay for when those are posted, because I think they're posted in batches, and those batches might be, an additional week after, so maybe 2 weeks after. So this might seem even more irrelevant today, because that was probably a while ago that you
everything's
responded
relevant
to my response to an episode that you did a week or two prior to that.
Oh, come on.
So there's that. Along with YouTube, I thought I'd talk about something new, because I guess that's old business. I was wondering why you put ads on your YouTube videos and how much revenue you get off that, because it seems like you probably wouldn't get anything.
It's true.
I don't know.
We're not getting anything.
That's my question. Oh, another question. What do you think about noise rights? So it's been my experience that some people have different preferences, right? And
People should be really loud all the time.
generally, we think that everyone should be able to get their own preference. But when it comes to things like sound, whoever is noisiest kind of gets their preference. So do you think there should be a line drawn there, or should it just be whoever's loudest gets their preference in terms of what the sound level should be at? All right. Hope you're having lots of fun. Bye.
I like loud things, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it if everybody was really loud all the time. People should chill out and deal.
My kids are like loud all the time, especially my 3-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't mind it. I kind of like weird, repetitive, like sing-songy, like rhymey stuff. And he's really into that right now. I don't know why. I guess, I don't know. I find it comforting to like know that my kid will spend like 2 hours without using like a word in English and just kind of like say weird things.
Like, what is it? What is he? Can you give me an example? Or
Like doodle dangle dingle dongle darty darty, just like just random words.
well, that's cool.
He just puts like syllables and letters together and stuff like that. I gotta bring him in here sometime. It'd be really fun. He'd probably be better at it than like before. I wouldn't stay for like a whole episode or anything like that. But.
Oh wait, it's time for a commercial break. When we get back from commercial break, we'll check the last couple messages and we'll hear more about this news story.
Dance Oli Dance. Dance Oli Dance. Live TV dance party. First Friday of each month, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. TCTV Studio A, 440 Yager Way. Oh yeah.
Featuring the song Just Because. Private Memory. Back to normal. Double back. Private Memory. Grill Meadow. Available at these fine retailers.
Coming up on the next episode of the program. Yeah. Hey everybody, it's the commercial. We're here with Media Artist Studio students.
What up?
We're teaching them a thing or two about TV. Carl's here, he's back there again. We're on every night at 11:30 and 2 a.m. Oh, excuse me, on TCTV channel 22. Call 106.5 FM. Check it out.
About you like hit me.
Yeah.
You gotta watch the show because Carl punches me.
Oh, what?
I deserve it. Carl, whenever we're on break, Carl hits me. He punches me and then tells me not to.
Sam, that's a 5-yard penalty, first down.
Oh.
That doesn't make any sense. You don't understand football.
I know, right? I know, right?
You don't.
I know, right? How is anything relevant?
Nothing's relevant.
Yeah, I know, right?
I talked to Bird earlier. I asked if he wanted to come on. It would have been all of this.
Oh, well, maybe he left you a message then.
Yeah.
This Bird, how you doing? How's the program going? All right. Rock and roll. Well, or something, I guess. Anyway.
We should call him Bird.
I hope it's going well. And talk to you later.
Yeah, Bird likes social justice. I like social justice too. I think lots of the stuff that Bird talks about, like oils and oil fracking and environmental stuff, I don't know how much I care about that, but I do think that
that stuff's really important, but it's hard to get people to do stuff about it because it's such a...
I think that the justice system is more
problem
to me.
I bet if they started fracking in front of your house, you'd be pretty like against it.
Yeah, but they have zoning laws.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying though. But there's people and there's animals.
You have reached the Sprint voicemail box of 36.
Nope. I thought those people are happy they're getting a lot of business.
91. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Bird. You can call us back. You have about 20 minutes. Call us back. Goodbye.
Pound.
What are you saying pound for?
Press pound.
Oh, press pound. Okay.
Pound.
I didn't know what you said.
Yeah, that's the thing about fracking, man. Is some people are stoked on it and they're making money, but other people are just like not making money and they're not stoked. And like they don't really know. Like they don't really know what it's gonna do. You know, that's the thing is that nobody's ever done that before.
I think with the fracking, I just don't really. I kind of get what it is and kind of see how it's bad, but I don't see the repercussions of it immediately. With this thing, with the social justice thing, and that the guy is there, it's like very tangible.
Yeah.
It's like happening. The guy is. It's like right there, and it's immediate for me. So I can see something happening from it more than the other thing, because this is such a. I mean, I guess that's the deal. Is fracking and all that stuff is such a huge issue.
Yeah.
I feel like this is more personal.
Well, it's hard, man. That's the thing is like because we feel the effect. Like at least I've felt the effect of like the justice system, and other people have, and we have friends that have felt that effect of the justice system. But it's hard to say. Like, I think we've all actually kind of felt the effects of like giant corporations that don't care about the environment. I mean, it's getting warmer, you know.
I don't think there's any you can feel. It's too early to feel the effects of global warming. Anything that's happening getting warmer, that's just the natural cycle of the Earth. Global warming is not going to happen for years.
It's already getting warmer.
But the getting warmer is not connected. It's not correlation causation. It's this thing that the global warming is. The effects of global warming and all the carbon and stuff. That's not going to happen for many years. People are blaming it too early, and that's not going to help your cause.
Right. Well, that may or may not happen. But what is the actual evidence is if you get like black stuff in your drinking water, or you can light your drinking water on fire. That's something that's concrete, tangible evidence that, the system or, planet around us is
that's like
breaking down.
That's like a direct problem with the water lines. So that's like stuff leaking into the water lines. Probably not, this big global warming thing. Maybe the local small stuff, but I think the general global warming is something that we can't feel yet.
Right, but my point is that, it would be like something that the corporations are doing that is like wrong, which is, I think, the crux of the discussion.
What's weird too is that I quit drinking because it got so bad so fast that I had like a wake up call, and it was enough to help me to quit drinking. If somebody smokes cigarettes though, right? Like, you can smoke cigarettes for years, and you can smoke a lot of cigarettes for years.
Oh,
and
you
might not be able to like go up 10 flights of stairs without stopping, and you might not be able to smell or taste anything. But once you do have to pay the price for that habit, it's huge, and I wonder if that's kind of what's going on with the planet sometimes. Is it are we going to get to a spot where it's now there's no undoing it? You know what I mean? Once it gets if the sea.
Some people argue that we've reached that threshold, but I don't know what you can illustrate that threshold for everyone else to see.
It sucks when you have kids and you have to think about the fact that we don't know what's going to happen.
So I think maybe with that, it's you're right. There's this your thing, or this drunk driving thing. That's drinking. It's smaller than the cigarettes, large things. So
yeah, it's kind of a weird analogy, but I think you see where
it's
I'm going.
It's easier to go after this thing, which is like immediate though.
Yeah,
and it's getting such big news. I wonder why, there's so many protests and so many things going on all the time. Why was this one picked up more than the other?
I don't know if there are that many protests going on all the time.
Well, Carl goes to them every week.
But that's kind of a standing protest.
There's.
Hello.
Oh, hey, program. It's Freddie. I'm calling from I-5 right now because there's some kind of huge traffic backup, and I haven't got to the thing yet, but I was just going to leave a message to let you know so when you called in. Sam Miller there?
What's that?
Hey, Sam.
Hey, what's up, Freddie? How you doing?
Which direction are you going?
I saw you in the paper.
Yeah, man. Stuff's got really crazy in the past 2 days. I did an interview with CNN this morning.
Can I call you a national treasure instead of hero? Is that are you okay with that?
National treasure.
Yeah.
How about just
I remember you broke that story first on the Daily Hour, or at least that was the first place I heard of it. So
yeah, we've been talking about it for a while. I finally got mad enough to organize that rally thing, and then stuff kind of went on from there. Kind of took on a life of its own. Thanks, Internet.
What?
Sam's on CNN. He's on the national news.
What exit are you closest to, Freddie?
Oh, hey, Carl.
Are you? Yeah. Did you see the actual accident, or is it just the traffic?
Not yet. I'm still there. About half a mile ago, it said two right lanes closed 1 mile ahead. Maybe it's just construction. I don't know. I was just kind of bored, so I thought I'd call and see if you guys are.
Well, what exit are you closest to? Are you headed towards Seattle or
exit 122? I just drove by that Dollar Chinese place.
Going north?
Oh yeah. They're on Ponders. You ever been there? That Dollar Chinese food place. You get what you pay for.
Are you going to Seattle?
It's really delicious. No, it's like maybe right before Fort Lewis right now.
Are you going to Seattle?
Oh, wait. No, I'm coming back from Seattle.
Oh, okay. How's the production going?
It's going good. I turned in episodes for tonight's episode on TV. Hopefully I'll get home in time to check and make sure it's on. I bet it's on.
I'll look
like it should be on, and we got everything.
Oh.
The internet there, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. So we're on TV, and I've got all the rest of the episodes set up and ready to go. This is not maybe. What?
It's time for the final dice game.
Yay! Great. Love that dice game.
What number do you want?
6, please.
All right, here we go.
You'll take a 6?
Oh, 6-3-2.
I win.
I had a 2. Oh yeah. Well, Sam and Freddie, you tied.
Oh wait, are you giving Freddie all the back ones?
Yeah, Freddie gets the back ones. That's how it works.
That's not fair.
It's not fair?
No.
Why? I think everybody gets. You have to get 6 dice. He didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. I think it's
but
fair.
I got a 1.
I think it is fair.
I got a 1.
Where is it?
Win.
Where is the 1?
Why would?
Are those not the correct numbers?
Well, that's the current numbers, but I didn't roll a 1. So
what? So you lost.
So I lost.
What, Freddie?
What about people on the phone who maybe catch the first dice game but don't hear the second and third ones? They still get the after points for sure. I think that maybe goes.
After points is different than pre-points.
But he didn't have any idea what they were. There's no way he could have known.
Like, if I invested in a company right now, I wouldn't, like, if I invested in Microsoft, like, today, like, I wouldn't get, like, the previous gains.
This is a different thing, though. You can't tell. But anyway, even if you don't think it's fair, that's how it goes. And not everything is fair. So, do you want to share or battle?
You know what? I think me and Freddie, I think we should share because I think it's a good exercise for me.
Let's
good.
Share. I love sharing.
Yeah. Congratulations, you guys won the dice game.
Yeah. I'm trying to teach my 3-year-old how to share.
Is it hard?
Yeah,
Does he
man.
not
Who
wanna
wants to share? You know what the coolest thing about not sharing is you get what you want.
Sometimes, but in the long run, maybe you don't, though.
You're right. Then you don't have any friends and you're alone with the thing you didn't want to share.
Yeah. You have all your things and none of your stuff. And also, when you share, sometimes people remember that and they'll give you stuff in the future. So it's kind of like an investment sometimes.
I know. I'm just being.
And then you're in a band down by the river.
I'm just being the devil's advocate. A lot of
understand,
times
me
I come
too.
on the show and I just say things that I don't really think.
I'm devil's advocating. You're devil's advocate back towards you. So
and then
it's a
you're
cycle.
like in a van down by the river.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, hey, Freddie, it's Sam again. I will, it's crazy, man. Like, I don't know what else is going to happen. But I know eventually, probably in a week or so, it'll pass. But
and then it will be back to normal, like some sort of Simpsons episode.
Well, it might blow up really. I mean, this might not even be the biggest it's going to get. Yeah. Like tomorrow when it's on CNN or whatever, Inside Edition. But Inside Edition is on every single day. I think, right?
Well, that's the other thing too, Freddie. Inside Edition called me today too, and they want to do
what channel is that
some
on?
Interview. It's like syndicated.
What is it?
So
what channel is it on here? In
I don't know.
Well, some
like
markets,
NBC or something. I think it's on the network, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but some networks would carry it, like NBC in Los Angeles.
I guess Como is a network too, though.
Right, but it.
Were you already on Como?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like from the protest?
Yeah, and I did a Skype interview the night before.
What did they do? Freddie, did you have anything else you wanted to say? You want to keep talking, hearing Sam? Or you're stuck in traffic?
Wait, say that again.
You want to stay on the phone? Because you're stuck in traffic.
Oh yeah, I guess I could probably get off the phone. I'm enjoying listening to the conversation.
Oh, then you can stay on the phone. Then it's up to you. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, what did they do with the cameras? So did they bring like the van, with the satellite dish and stuff?
It was just like an SUV, and what they did is they filmed the piece, and then they went in their truck and edited it on their laptops, and then they just like sent it in over the internet. I think.
Whoa.
It was kind of like they just kind of sat in their trucks. And the guy that interviewed me, it was weird because like some of the questions he asked me, the guy from Como anyway.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't like, I don't know. I get weird vibes from people anyway because this thing is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I was getting some weird vibes from that dude.
Well, what kind of questions did he ask you that were the weird ones, I guess?
Well, he kind of asked about my own history, you know. And I told him that like I don't really want to talk about that. I don't think it has anything to do with anything. And then it was kind of like, well, what about Sean? And I'm like, well, what about Sean? You know, like, because my thing is that like this is like a social justice issue where people are being treated like differently than they should be. You know.
Yeah, man. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
For making me feel crappy.
Somebody's got to stick up. Why do you feel bad? I don't know why you feel crappy.
Well, I mean, you know, if like Como would ask you something, you know, you get this weird vibe from the Como reporter.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, man, thanks for making me feel crappy when you're asking.
Well, it wasn't that. That's kind of like, this is the thing though, right? Is like I created this rally, like, and I do have a response, and then like with that comes a responsibility, you know, and I think that is to like see it through, you know. Like,
Yeah.
even though like my anger towards the sentencing has like faded, but now I feel like I have a chance to like push an issue that I believe in, you know, and I'm gonna do what I can until it's done, you know.
Have you ever done anything like this in the past?
No.
Will you do anything like this in the future?
Well, you got to stick with this one at least.
I don't know right now what I'm gonna do. I know that I really love this community and that I just want to help.
It's at least a big deal. The people I talk to who don't watch the program or know anything about it heard about this story, at least around here. So
yeah. See people posting all kinds of things about it and just being like the affluenza thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Becoming a real problem. People like, we need to address this. Really cool. It's from a lot of different areas.
And they have the other thing, you know, like Martha. Everyone is mad about Martha Stewart. I guess she did like insider trading, which I don't even know what that is. Something to do with stocks, but when she got sent to blue collar prison, everybody was complaining about that. That was like many years
Dude,
ago.
I like Martha Stewart so much more now.
After she was insider trading?
Yeah, I don't know. I always kind of like Martha. She has really good recipes.
Yeah, she's always been kind of dark in my
my wife makes this macaroni and cheese, and it's like a Martha Stewart recipe. It's amazing.
You should tell the people.
Sour cream in it?
Mention to Inside Edition that you have the world record for balancing a lawnmower in your chin.
I don't have the world record because I never turned in the paperwork.
Oh, no. You don't. Like, I have the unofficial world record, okay?
Because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I should just like.
Your past.
You know what I should do though? Inside Edition would actually be into that. I should be like, bring a kayak, and I'll be like, this man who balances things on his chin is also passionate about social justice.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know how. Like, there's some negative consequences of this, but if you like, if any of the actual like famous reporters come, you could just like punch them.
Yeah.
And like that'll be, even though it's bad publicity, this ain't publicity. You know, you'll get big publicity. Like, look at this guy, he got punched.
Kenny, did you just advocate me being violent?
Well, just punching celebrities or whatever, just to get on the news. I don't know. I mean, I definitely not violence, but you know, something like that.
But like not violence, but like punching.
I don't know. But not like you're not like punching. It's not like punching to hurt somebody. It's just like to get on like publicity. So it's it's for its own sake, you know. So. Hey, it's the end of the program. We made it through another episode of the program about losing consciousness or dying.
Hey,
don't punch anybody though.
I really see that very like passionate.
Yeah, passionate punching.
No,
but just for
I
like.
think it's gonna be road work. It's just I still haven't even seen what's the cause of this. We're just kind of. It's gonna be one lane that everyone's just still in. I'm not looking forward to this big merge, but.
All right, thanks, Mr. Ginsu. Thanks, Lewis. Thanks, Bird. Thanks,
Freddie.
Joe. Carl.
Episode number and date in TV 22 and Blades of Grass.
Thanks, Freddie.
Think social justice and what's the guy's name that we've been talking about?
Computers.
YDHWM.com. Oh, Goodman, Mr. Goodman
Hammer.
there. MC Hammer. 360-836-4384. Do 08 Dog. Thanks, crew. You guys want to be on the crew?
Jimmy Buffett.
UFO FBI. Yeah. TCTV.
ICP.
LeBaby.com. Psycho Feeling. Whoa. Jordy E. Fabulous. Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Viewers and listeners, yes, thank you. Hell yeah, dog.
Roof, roof.
Bye now.
Hasta luego. Or whatever.